Welcome back to the Deep Dive. Today we're jumping straight into some pretty serious hardware. We're looking at the tvONE 1T-C2-750 CORIO2 dual DVI HDMI scaler. Okay, so let's unpack this a bit. Our mission here is to figure out why a piece of gear like this is so essential. I mean, if you're running video for a huge LED wall or, a live broadcast, signal management is everything.
It absolutely is. And this unit, which you can get from places like HDTV Supply for about $1,150, is built on tvONE's own CORIO2 technology.
CORIO2.
And that proprietary tech is really what makes it special. It defines its performance.
And when we talk performance, I see it has dual graphic scalars, which is great, but the metric that always stands out to me is latency. The source says just 1 to 2 frames of delay. Why is that so critical? I mean, what's the real-world impact of that speed?
It's the difference between everything looking perfect and a complete distracting mess. Think of CORIO2 as a sort of universal translator for video signals. It takes all these different formats, different resolutions, and instantly converts them into one clean output. That ultra-low latency is non-negotiable for live events or, say, command centers, where everything has to be perfectly in sync.
Right, so that speed is what makes it a professional tool. Now, what about connectivity? I see it's built around 2 DVI inputs and 1 DVI output.
Yeah, and they're all fully HDMI compatible, which is key, and the resolution flexibility is pretty interesting.
How so?
Well, for your standard digital signals, DVI or HDMI, it handles up to 1920 by 1200 at 60 hertz. So, 1080p is covered.
Wait a second, I'm looking at the source here, and it says the analog side, DVI-A, can go up to 2048 by 2048. That seems backward, doesn't it? Why would the older analog standard have a higher resolution ceiling?
That's a great question, and it really points to the specific job this scaler is designed for.
Okay.
That analog support is for very specific industrial or medical displays, things that often use weird, non-standard aspect ratios. This scaler's job is to bridge that gap between legacy high-res gear and modern digital stuff.
I see, so it's a problem solver. But this is where it gets really interesting for me. The image manipulation tools, it's not just adapting signals, it's actually shaping them.
Exactly. You get full picture-in-picture or PIP, and you can even do dual PIP.
And the scaling control looks incredible. Variable zoom up to 10x, and you can shrink down to 10%.
Yep, and you can control it with per-pixel accuracy.
Okay.
So you can map an image to fit perfectly on some oddly shaped screen or projection surface without any distortion.
And it does more than just resize. I'm seeing chroma key and luma key here, so we're talking broadcast-level effects, like for a weather report.
Precisely, and it also has Gen-Lock and mix features.
Gen-Lock. Now, that's the unsung hero of any multi-camera setup, right?
It really is. It ensures this scaler's output is timed perfectly with an external signal, so every single video frame from every source starts at the exact same microsecond. It completely eliminates flicker and jitter when you're switching between sources.
And you can control all of this from the front panel or through software.
The CORIO Tools suite, RS-232, or just the front panel buttons. It's very flexible.
Now, briefly on the logistics. The supplier notes this is non-cancelable and non-returnable.
Yeah, and that tells you something. This isn't a consumer gadget you try out and send back. It's an infrastructure investment. But it does come with a solid 5-year warranty.
And I noticed they offer strategic discounts for educational, government, and military accounts.
Which, again, just reinforces who this is for. It's built for professional and institutional applications where reliability is everything.
So at the end of the day, what we're looking at here is a device that offers just incredible signal flexibility, super low latency, and a powerful toolkit for manipulating images.
That's the perfect summary. It ensures video quality and custom outputs are guaranteed.
Okay, but here's a final thought I want to leave with you. This dual scaler is about, what, $1,150? But in the same product family, you have something like the C2-610-4A 4-window multi-viewer, which costs almost $5,000.
Right.
So the question to explore is this. What is the unique level of complexity that justifies that huge jump in price? What kind of specialized routing or matrix capability is added to that multi-viewer that makes it worth over 4 times as much? It makes you wonder about the hidden cost of managing, 4 completely different signals at once. Something to chew on.